Hi everybody and welcome. Today we're going to be building the Geara Zulu. This one is the AMS-129 and it is piloted by a character named Angelo Salper, whatever. And these are from the Gundam franchise. This one in particular from the Unicorn franchise. And really am a fan of the suit. And if you're interested in a full inbox review, we did one there. I'll put the link below. But basically, yeah, we are going to tear into this today and build it up. So this is going to be the high grade, which is 144 scale. And we're into her today. So without further ado, let's swoop down here and get a look at what we're looking at here. So particularly with this one, we don't start with the head. A lot of times you start with the head. This time we're starting with the body and the right and left arms. So I think per usual for me, I am going to get my parts clipped out. I'll get them arranged. And then I'll start working through the sections here on the first page. And once we get down to here, we'll sort of stop. And then we'll just sort of take a look at what we've got, how it's looking, what's going on. And we'll take a break if we come across something that throws us for a loop, which I'm not expecting because this is a Bandai kit and it should be awesome. First, what I'll do is I've arranged my sprues sort of as best as possible for me to keep them organized. From what I can see, I like to kind of sort of look through the instructions just generally, which you should do with every build, and just to familiarize yourself with the steps as they're going to be coming at you. And I like to sort of arrange the sprues generally from that point to where I'm going to be going. And I like to just basically set out my general tools. So for gunpla, all I have really needed are basically 4 tools. I've needed a pair of nippers to take off the sprue, a pair of nice, neat nippers to clean up whatever's left on the sprue as far as the nub goes. Then to polish off anything left over, I'm using a glass file. So we've used a glass file, and we have our knife. And so basically, well, actually, I'm using 2 knives. You don't have to, but I'm using a more rough, worn-down knife that I got around here somewhere. And a real super new blade knife. Here we go. There it is. So I've got sort of a rougher blade for doing stuff. And I have a really, really, sharp, brand new blade for other stuff. So basically, those 5 tools, or 4 tools, basically, a knife, nippers, and file are getting me through the whole build process, which is kind of nice, especially this time of year. It's summertime here, and it has been in the I'd say 113 degrees Fahrenheit, mid 40s to high 40s Celsius. Here the last 4 or 5 days, it's been very, 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 very hot. And today we have a bit of a reprieve. It's not quite as hot. We've got a bit of a breeze, but we are getting these weird colors. The whole sky is all orange, very ominous today, and it's smoky from, we have quite a bit of forest fire activity going on up north, and prevailing winds are blowing it all towards us today. So today and tomorrow are going to be like this. So it's a great day to be down here. So here we go. Okay, we're into the head, and we're just going to do a little custom thing. And here is where the mono eye is, inside that section that goes inside the head. And instead of using the sticker provided, the little round sticker, we're going to, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it with the aluminum marker. And then I'm just going to put a little clear. Once that dries, I'm going to put a little clear red on it, and I'll just let that dry. And inside, I think that'll give it a nice effect. So, yeah, just a little touch. I'm just going to try to dab this just on there nicely. I'll hope that clear red show up. There we go. Okay, now we'll just let that dry for a minute. I'll probably give it another coat. There's 2 coats of the silver on there, and we're just going to give it a little drip with the Tamiya clear, and I'm just going to use a toothpick here, get a little bit more so I can get a drop to sit right on there. There we go. There we go. A nice little ball of red there. Nice mono eye. Okay, cool. Nice. Now that that's dry, you can see that's much better mono eye. I like that, the way it sort of glows. So that's done. Now, I guess we can get our components together for our heed. So we've got our helmet with our antenna already in place. And it looks like, yeah, now I could carry on. Looks like this head, pardon me, I'm just came in from outside and that smoke is like, whoa, got me sneezing and everything. Everybody's breathing is affected with this, what's going on. Not good. Okay, I do believe that goes down, correct, Amundo? Yes, it does. So you sit down there like that. That's as far as, why does it look like that's in the way of something? What am I doing here wrong? Oh, that's why I got it upside down. That's why, Joel. Idiot! See? Dyslexia. Okay, there we go. And then now we've got this little part. What I really noticed too, what I really appreciated was with the Bandai, and that's so smart, but everywhere you had to clip off of the runner for the hoses, go here and here on the side, was off where they clip in, and there was no clipping that had to go along the other side of this braided part. So there's no cleanup at all on these cables, I should say. So that was really nice. I like that. I appreciate that. That was awesome. And these are going to fit right in these little pegs. That's going to clip right in there like so. This has been, so far, my most enjoyable build so far. And I kind of like my eye. Well, we'll put it right in the middle, I guess, for now. That way you see the most of it. Oh, pardon me, I can't help the sniffling. It's terrible, I know. I'll get myself sorted and we'll come back. But I just thought we'd click together the head here. Looks like that goes on next. Right in there. Yeah, that looks good, eh? That looks much better. I like that. That looks good, especially, you know, if we paint, we're going to be taking it apart, disassembling it, but that'll definitely take it to the next level. Okay, and then this doodad clips right on here, like such. We clean him up. He looks pretty good. Okay, cool. So he's got like that old school gas mask sort of look. There's our heed. All right, and that can actually clip onto our body. That we've got two so far. And there he is so far. Right on. Cool. Yeah, he's looking pretty cool so far. Actually, I guess this color sort of grows on you after you kind of get used to it. Whee! All right, here we go. All right, now that we have the arms built up, we have the hands. So we have one closed hand here, just on for the right arm, and we have the open hand here on the left. So you have this like 2-layer shoulder pad. The one goes together first, like this here. And then this other one kind of goes over top it like a shield, which is kind of cool. It's kind of neat. Hides a bit of that seam too, that you still have a seam here on the top, but we'll get to that. Now, there's these little spikes. We haven't put those in yet. There's a spike for the front and a spike for the back, and those are individual parts. And we'll stick those on, but I thought we might as well get his arms on the body. And there we go. So let's get this one shoulder in. I love the proportions, right? Like the head's so small compared to everything else. But crazy cartoon sort of proportions. But awesome. Okay, well there he's looking pretty boss so far. So there we have the shoulder pads, can, you know, move around up and down. Articulated. Solid build so far. Everything's clipping together really good. I did put a little bit of Tamiya thin on this antenna here because I didn't want it to keep flopping around or anything. Okay, well, here we go then. As we continue on to the next page. Moving right along. Yeah, this is a very quick build. It's awesome. It's going great. So we're into the feet. So we'll get down here, we'll get the feet and legs on, and we'll have a complete body when I come back. How's that sound? Good? Good. Excellent. And what's excellent is this kit. We went a little further than just the legs and the body. We got the backpack and the tanks. And I'm not sure what the heck this thing is. Some sort of doodad. Anyways. And his big-ass gun. put together and assembled. And so, yeah, we've got him cleaned up, and here he is. This is him finished. He's pretty cool. The only thing we did was we markered in the bottom of his feet there on his little thrusters. And I just markered silver these little doodads here at his knees. I don't know why. I just felt compelled. He's together, so we're not going to bother with the stickers. We're not going to put any stickers on him right now because we are going to paint this guy, although he can live on the shelf now for a little bit. But the first stage is done with him right now, and I really like him. He went together good. Now, what do I think? This was bomb kit. So if you're looking to get into gunpla at all, or if you haven't built this kit and you've built ones before, this one is solid. Articulation is good. You know, it's decent for that Zaku range. It's good, right? It's got good motion in its legs. You can see here, and you know, in his, you know, he can get a good splay. It's got this mount peg right there. But I really enjoyed this kit a lot. The only thing I haven't put on yet are his little spikes. They got to go in here, so they just pop in there. But I think I might just hold off on putting those in, because if I paint those, I think I might want to do those something with them. Make them metallic or something cool. And we'll definitely pick out a cool color to paint them. But I would give this kit a 10 out of 10. I know it's an older kit, and I'm relatively, you know, young to gunpla, so it could be a combination of two things. Is that maybe I'm just getting more used to building gunpla, so they're becoming easier and more enjoyable. Or it could be just this is a particular kit that was really easy to build and a lot of fun. You know, I don't know. We'll see, because we're going to build another one right away after this. So now that we're done this, but I'll just come down so you can kind of get a look at him here. And yeah. So yeah, all we did with him is this custom eye, which I'm glad we did. We will have to take apart the helmet anyways to get a coat of paint on him, but I'm glad we did his eye anyways. And yeah, I think he's pretty cool. The shield you can mount a couple different ways. You can kind of play with it. Thing I didn't really like this sort of open, that there wasn't like a piece that you could fit in here for interior detail. There's a bit of molded details, but not much. So I'm going to do a bit more cleanup here and there before we paint. But I think I might want to add some maybe greebles or add something here. Maybe a couple of those grenade things or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, he's got really good articulated ankles. Lots of movement in the ankle. Wrist and hands are typical. You only get the two different types of hands. So that's pretty kind of typical too. But overall, even though it's an older kit, I really like it. I think it looks the bomb. I think he looks cool. Here, I'll get my desk cleaned up a bit, and I'll just set him up there, and you can get we'll get a couple shots from the side, so you can get a look at an eyeball on him, and we'll get some size comparison with some other high grades. And there is our completed AMS-129 Geara Zulu for Angela Sopper. Angela. No, there's a good look at him anyways. That's his comparison. So there's a master grade RX-79 there, and I can't believe how much larger he is than the Zaku, but that's a high grade Zaku beside him, and they're lined up like right. He's not further behind. They're lined right up there, so he's a fair size. I have to say, I really enjoyed this build. I can't recommend this kit enough, whether you are experienced with gunpla or not. And I also think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, this is like the perfect kit to customize. Both paint-wise, to bring out, because there's a lot of detail in the casting that you're not really seeing because it's all one color, without the color separation. So I think custom paint and scribing panel lines, there's so much opportunity to add detail. And even to the inside of the shield, I think there's probably lots of opportunity to add detail there. But overall, my experience was positive all the way. I really enjoyed it, and I can't recommend it enough. And is high grade my new My new thing, it could be. It may be because I have really enjoyed the high grade. I have done the master grade and I have done the perfect grade. So we'll have to keep going. The one, I haven't done a real grade, which is I think what we're going to do next. But anyways, yeah. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, however you want to count it. So other than seam lines and nubs and stuff that you got to clean up and that, I would say this kit is definitely one that is worthy of taking to the next level. And that's definitely something we're going to do. It's on our list. So that's the Geara Zulu high grade from the model student. And for me to you, live, love, laugh, plan something for the future, because that's when I'll see you. So till then, cheers. Bye.